Breaking! We're coming to you with live footage from downtown. Just another regular evening in your downtown slaughter.
Oi, chummers, before we get started, if you enjoy our content, do us a favor, give it a like if you're on YouTube, or rate the episode if you're listening on audio. Those interactions go a long way at helping us reach new people who might be interested in Shadowrun. We're trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube this season. We can't do it without your help. With that out of the way, let's get into the recap of what happened last time. Last time, we were with none other than Bear and Spider as they went and met with a new contact that was interested in acquiring their services to find a rare item. And the dinner goes over all right. It's the aftermath that doesn't go quite that well. They might be in some hot water that they'll have to resolve or let the rest of the team know what happened to them. I don't want to spoil it for everybody else that wasn't there. We'll let them tell their side of the story to the rest of the team. But before we get started, a quick word from our sponsor, DriveThruRPG. Whatever game you play around your table, DriveThruRPG has you covered. Core books for every tabletop RPG system you've heard of, and a bunch you probably haven't, can be found, as well as modules, supplements, and other items you might need for your adventures. Just use our affiliate code found in the episode description by dropping it into your browser before you check out, and you can not only get the products you need to make your adventures great, but you can help support us while you do it. Thank you very much, and with that, I think we will get into everything with everybody else. How's it going, people?
Nothing bad has happened. Everything is fine.
Nothing bad has happened to me.
Completely uneventful 2 days.
Ghost and Brass, I feel like, are the only ones that haven't had something happen to them yet. And
we should fix that.
We'll see what happens as things progress. But
It's because we're professionals.
That's consummate professionals right there. Okay, so it's the evening of the dinner party. And Bear and Spider, we'll just pick up with you from the last episode. Where are you guys going?
Coffin motel time. We're gonna lay low.
Korgath is gonna drop you off so you can hide out for a while.
We're gonna hide out. My first call is probably going to be to Amaging. Actually, I'm going to ask Spider to call Amaging because she has a knack for talking to him. And then I'll call Leap Boy and Applejacks.
Okay, so Spider, first call to Amaging.
I will dial Amaging's number.
All right, Amaging, you have an incoming call from Spider. It's kind of late at night.
I have a throbbing headache right now. This is not good.
Come on, pick up.
Hello?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I got a bit of a headache. We've had some stuff happen. What?
Yeah. Us too. Do you remember way back when we first met and we told you we had a bug problem? Remember the bug problem?
Yeah. What about that?
The bugs have gotten bigger, and we're going to be lying low for a little bit. So you might not see us for like a few days, but just, we're fine. Don't turn on the news, and we will let you know when we think it's safe to come back.
What did you do? Listen, what did Bear do?
He didn't. You know what? He didn't do anything. We went to dinner. That guy who wanted us to find some book, some ancient book that we've heard twice now. And the bug problem kind of happened as we were leaving, sort of like cross paths, and then stole a car chase, firearms, shootout, downtown Seattle. It's a whole thing, but we're fine. We're just not gonna be immediately coming back home.
Yeah, I never thought I could have a headache get worse than it is now. Yeah, you probably best you don't come back to Asgard for a little bit.
Yeah, no, we're
did Lone Star see you? Did anybody see you?
You know about traffic cams in downtown? Yeah, it was bad. But again, they shot first. We were just trying to get away. They shot first, and then we had to try to save our skins. Yeah, it's a whole thing, and I am. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just don't come back to Asgard.
Yep. No, not for a while.
be safe. If there's anything else that comes up, we're kind of going to need all hands on deck for what we found out tonight. So.
Okay.
Just stay out of trouble, please. We already have enough going on.
We're just gonna go sleep now. It's fine.
So am I.
It's fine.
Put
us on speakerphone if we need a team meeting.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang up.
Okay, Bear. Your call to Applejacks will go ringing. No one picks up at all. It goes directly to his voicemail.
Applejacks, it's Bear. Don't worry. Kaze's not coming over. I need you to call me back.
And then you're calling Leet Boy as well. Okay. It takes a couple rings, but eventually you hear the phone pick up.
Yeah, what do you need? I'm kind of busy right now. Go.
Whatever you're doing, stop. I fragged up real bad.
You're gonna have to clarify that, chummer. I'm right in the middle. Come on.
Okay. Had a business meeting. Thought it was legit. It wasn't legit. The person we met with killed a guy. Threw him right through a window. Broke his back on a table. It was a whole thing. Spider and I ran. We saw Mr. Gray on our way out. He made a phone call. We stole a car because we panicked and ran. So we stole a car. I grabbed a set of keys. I thought they were my keys, but then it chirped a different car. So I accidentally stole a car. And then we tried to get away, and then they started shooting at us. So Spider shot back because that's what she does. And then there was a little red button. So I hit the little red button, and then the car went really fast, and there was a car crash. And then I was really mad at the guys because they tried to kill my wife because they were shooting at us, and they shot out one of the tires. And so I killed 2 people in the middle of downtown. And there may have been traffic cameras. Yeah, I fragged up real bad. It was technically all self-defense.
What? Why are you calling me?
Can you like edit the traffic cam videos or delete them or something?
I'm sorry. You want me to edit the traffic cam after?
There's only 2 things that I need you to edit. 2 things. About 6 seconds total.
I don't think you fully comprehend how this works.
No, I don't. I just found out I had an email about 4 days ago.
Look, chummer, I'd love to help you, and you know I've helped you in the past, and I'm usually there for you and everything. But what you're asking for here, you need a time machine, and then to tell the person that it's going to happen before it actually happens. So then, does it really happen? I don't know. Time is wonky. I don't get it. Anyway, Yeah, no, you don't edit footage after it's already been recorded and probably viewed. You do it beforehand. That's how heists work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a matter of money?
Oh no, I mean I'll take your new yen if you want to give me new yen, but that's not the issue.
So I'm going to prison.
I mean, do you have a sin? Do you
Yes.
live at a regular house?
Yes.
Oh, well, then the cops are probably there at your property. So as long as you're not there, then you should be fine.
Sure. Okay. Secondary
Hey.
request.
Well, next time you do crime, might I suggest a face covering of some kind? I know there's a couple Halloween stores around. They've probably got really great masks.
I actually have a really nice one that a friend made for me, but I didn't
let's see.
expect to do crime.
Oh, well,
Technically, it was self-defense.
isn't it always?
Yes. Do you know where I could find a dwarf corpse and an elf corpse?
I don't think that's a conversation that I can have on the phone. I don't know what you're talking about. This would make a very great movie. We should talk more about it
for filming
later.
movies.
Yes. Movies.
Let's talk about that later.
Yes, and maybe when you're trying to find these stunt doubles for your movie, you could go someplace where, people might have those stunt doubles.
Call me back.
Goodbye.
Hangs up the phone.
So after I got off the phone with Spider, can I be watching the news and see what I see?
You can do whatever you want.
No, yeah. I want to watch the news.
Sure. It won't matter. It's,
Breaking! We're coming to you with live footage from downtown. Just another regular evening in your downtown slaughter. Here we have a motorist that seems to be out of control.
shows a sports car just tearing through downtown.
You would think that that's it, but not in this town, baby. Here comes their rival.
And another car swerves in following behind him, and you see a guy lean out the side of the car window and just open up with automatic gunfire.
I'm sure these motorists weren't ready for this in their drive time commute.
Then it cuts to other footage of the first car pulling some crazy J-turn maneuver, the follow car flying through the intersection, two cars crashing head on that were going through the intersection. The next car kind of that blew through the intersection pulls to the side, like screeches in between the two lanes. Another oncoming car stops just in time before T-boning it. And then in the blink of an eye, you see a dwarf get out of the car that pulled the crazy turn as the car is still turning. And he just whips out a pistol from nowhere and starts opening up into the driver's side of the car as he runs forward and vaults over the two crashed cars. And just pow, pow, methodically even, just pulls the trigger, doesn't look away, is single-mindedly focused on this door. Meanwhile, you're watching this guy start to pop up out of the sunroof and is getting ready to spray this dwarf down, and looks like it's game over for him, when suddenly there's shots from the side of the street.
Who's the new interloper? It's some elf in a dress.
Pulls out a gun, shots fired, the guy drops the gun, he pops into the car again. You hear people screaming and everything, and the shots still keep ringing into the driver's side door. And then you see the dude start to come up out of the sunroof again, is ready to spray down with the submachine gun, and instead the elf pops him in the head. The elf makes him duck, and as he ducks, the dwarf realizes somebody's about to shoot him and pops him in the head. And then, as if that wasn't enough, the elf has to run over and hip check the dwarf, who then still single-mindedly goes back to shooting into the driver's side door. There's a scuffle between the two of them. The elf sweeps the legs out from the dwarf, who falls on his back. And then they start to get out of there. But before that, the dwarf kind of doubles back with some clothing. Like he rips his shirt, stuffs it into the gas tank, and lights it on fire. And then there's an explosion from the car as you see them run, and you see a bunch of people scatter from the intersection as the car explodes. The aftermath of this is that fire then spreads to the other two crashed cars, and emergency services get there in time to free the people from the crash cars before they then also explode.
No word on the drivers or their whereabouts, but Lone Star is on the lookout.
We didn't know about that last part.
No, you didn't.
We didn't know.
You had fled the scene.
I'm going to send him, after watching that, I'm going to send a message to Spider saying, I'm not bad, but I'm really fragging disappointed.
I will respond back. I'm very sorry, but I'm kind of proud that we made it out of it.
I'm going back to bed.
That's the breaking news. Meanwhile, Kaze, you're limping back into Asgard with your trophy or
my doggy bag.
Your doggy bag.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to go when you get back?
The infirmary.
Okay.
I gotta go talk to Doc.
Oh yeah, sure. He's there. He's not really doing anything. He's just sitting in the infirmary, smoking a cigarette.
Hey, Doc, are you working on anything right now?
He looks at his cigarette and looks at you. Yeah. Cancer.
This union mandated break?
No, I'm working on cancer. What can I do for you?
Oh, that's fair. Well, I have this, and I just kind of flop the body bag down onto the ground in front of me. And I was hoping that, like, you could look over this with me. It came from somewhere, and
you bringing your work home with you?
Well, you never really punch out, do you? So, I was hoping that we could, look over this together and maybe figure out some clues as to where this guy came from, because seems like maybe some type of modified meta or something going on here. I don't know. It's a whole weird situation. We'll take a look. I'll fill you in later.
So you slap the body bag down on a gurney, and he goes to take the body bag off, and it definitely reeks by the time you get it back here.
It's understandable.
God, it smells worse than death.
I mean, it's a hot day out there today. I don't know what to tell you. It was a toasty one.
What is this?
I was in a place that got attacked by a bunch of these guys. This was the one that I was able to take out. The other one that was there, I cut off his arm, and then he ran away. So I brought this one back because they seemed off.
They look off.
Yeah, okay, cool. You know what? I'm glad intuition still kicking in sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, they're pale. They're as pale as that guy you got walking around here.
Who? Amaging? I keep telling him to go up to the sun and to the roof and get a little sun. He definitely could use it.
No,
his
the
complexion is a mess.
No, the other one that wears the sunglasses even at night.
Brass? He doesn't live here, dude. He's a new guy.
What?
Anyway, so with this, I mean, okay, are there ways that we could check to see if he is a ghoul? like outside of just looking at him and going, he kind of looks like a ghoul. Like, can we test his blood, or
Yeah.
do we not even need to do anything that fancy with it? I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the process here.
He goes to open up its eyes and gets the jaw forced open.
Hmm.
Where'd you find this again?
In a place that I was with a friend of mine at that again was attacked. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Why? What's going on?
So, I mean, first glance and everything, it looks just like a ghoul, honestly.
Okay.
Looks like a ghoul, definitely smells like a ghoul. Eyes don't look right though.
In what way?
They're not cataract or clouded over normally. They are that way. Then this one they're not. And the mandible is off.
What is off about the mandible?
Well, you know how people got your regular teeth and everything, right?
Right.
Hang on, I want to do this so I don't get. So he takes like a pen and a tongue depressant, and he just kind of folds it under the lip and pushes it up a little, and then has the depressant pressed down on the tongue, and you can see there are these little like extra grooves up around the canines. I don't know what that is.
Could we?
You want me to do an autopsy on this?
Yeah, that might be the next step here. That is good. I think that might need to be.
He's about to put the cigarette in his mouth, and he looks at his gloved hands. He's like, just puts it out on the security armor of the thing that you have in here. Are you gonna stay here for this, or?
Yeah, I mean, if I brought him in, I feel like the most responsible thing I should do is not just leave. That seems rude. I mean, do you have a
over on the wall gown? Make sure you get a face shield.
It's face shield.
Gloves.
Yeah, don't touch me. I'm sterile. All right, what are we doing?
Do you know anything about surgical equipment?
I mean, I'm pretty good with a katana, and what is a scalpel but a smaller katana, really, in the grand scheme of things?
How about you just stand over there? I'll point to things, and you can hand them to me.
Okay, I can do that. I could also be the guy that's here, so if you pull something out, I could go, "Doctor, what's that?" And then that way we have a setup for exposition in case we need it. I like our little back and forths, We've got good rapport, and I feel like this could definitely help to deepen that, so I'm glad that I could be here to help you with it. Doctor, what do you need?
It's going to be a long night. Otto, what are you doing here at Asgard?
Probably still just in the gym. I've spent a lot of time in the gym lately. It's really got nothing else going on.
Well, while you're doing that, you just have this small or slightly larger than average size crow or raven. You can't really tell. It just is sitting outside the gym on the road there, just kind of dancing back and forth. Every once in a while, just pecks at the ground.
Does it look like it's trying to get my attention?
No, not really. It just occasionally looks at you.
All right. I'll just wave to it every now and then.
Just sits there, goes back and forth, flutters its wings a little bit.
All right, now it's bothering me. I'm going outside.
All right. I mean, it doesn't fly away. It kind of hops back a little bit away from you. Just kind of head tilts at you.
Go away. What do you want? Oh, I see.
That's all it does. every time you ask it a question.
Got it. And is it does it have?
No,
a
it just looks like
astral-
a normal
Oh,
bird.
it's just a normal bird.
Just looks like a normal bird to you. Nothing crazy about it.
Wasting my time. I'm just gonna go back inside and continue pumping iron.
Sure. I mean, as you head back in, you see this very bright aura.
Do I recognize it?
Oh yeah, you've seen the aura before. It looks like the prophet.
Oh, Prophet, my man, how you doing?
You should listen to the bird.
Well, I don't speak bird, so
That's because
you
you're
wanna?
here.
Are you not there?
No.
Because we thought you would have been back there from how you used to behave. But okay, how do I get there? Also, hey, let's talk about the whole astral thing, because that was weird. We haven't really talked about that. And what was up with that? Like, how did you make me do that? Because that was weird and wacky, and I don't think I should technically be able to do that.
You trusted your totem.
Is that what I need to do now?
It calls to you. You should listen.
Okay. I'll keep my ears open.
That is good.
Thank you, Prophet.
You need the help of your circle in the long run.
Well, Prophet, I will do that. Have a good day. Gonna walk away from you now, because you somewhat scare me.
He just walks off
Alright, bye, Prophet. Alright, I'm gonna go bother Amaging.
in the middle of the night.
That's a fair point.
You're just gonna wait till the next day.
I'll wait till the next day, I guess.
Okay.
I want to ask the doc. Would it behoove us to maybe get somebody who might know things about ghouls potentially in here to look at this with us? Because we got a guy. I go get him.
You mean sunglasses guy?
No, Amaging's asleep. We already talked about. Anyway, I'm talking about Otto. I can go get Otto if we want.
Oh, that's what you call it.
Him. Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. Do you know if him has a medical background?
Probably not, but he's a lot of fun to be around. So I'll be back, and I like just grab a bunch of tools, and I'm like, here, in case you need any of these while I'm gone, and I just like place them next to the body on the gurney, and then I go to find Otto.
Okay. A little bit of looking around, you can find him. He's in the gym. He's kind of just sitting there next to the equipment. Looks like he's contemplating some things.
I walk in and I'm still wearing the gown and everything, right? With the face cover.
Doesn't matter. He can only see your aura.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, fair enough. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up?
You good?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Currently thinking about my sleep schedule. I'm not really sure when I sleep. Anyways, what's up?
Yeah, I know that feeling. So I got a thingy here that I'm looking at with the doc and could use your expertise, shall we say?
Okay. Lead the way.
Okay, cool. And then we'll go back in.
Okay.
So I ended up fighting a couple of these guys that seem like maybe weird ghoul hybridized soldier dudes. And
oh yeah, this is crazy. This is some wacky stuff. I can't see it.
But do you see anything weird with them, like with your ghoul vision?
You could convince me that I was looking at just a mannequin. Like this is, there's not much here going on that I can tell. So
has no soul. It's dead, Jim. So it looks like he's staring just at a slab.
Yeah, this is this is nothing to me. I can touch him. I'll just like rub his face or something. Yeah, that feels like a face.
Okay. Real quick, can we check your mouth?
Real quick. When you rub its face, do you want evens or odds? So you're just like, yeah, I can just touch it, and you rub its face, and then you pull your hand. When you pull your hand away, two long fangs will eject from its upper mandible in those grooves.
So yeah, it looks pretty normal.
Do you have those?
A face? Yeah, I do.
So I'll ask the doc. So that's the not normal thing, right? That you were mentioning earlier.
The doc has his hands away from it, like I don't even want to know what else this thing can do.
That's you know what? Understandable. However,
how about we just take some blood and then we'll go from there before we cut it open, and potentially all breathe in something that we're not supposed to.
I don't think we're supposed to breathe in any of this, to be honest. I don't know nothing about this guy. Seems great.
Am I being poisoned right now? What's happening?
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. You're already a ghoul.
Okay.
I don't think you could be affected. So,
Fair point.
You touched his face and fangs came out of its mouth.
Oh, it has fangs? Is he like a snake guy?
That's a great question. Is he like a snake guy?
He doesn't
So
have,
do they look like snake fangs? I mean, I
he
don't
doesn't
know.
have scales.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. My bad. I should have known that from the texture of his face. It's on me.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe he has.
I haven't seen under the suit. I don't know what's going on with the body situation. Maybe he's only scaled on the torso.
Yeah.
Who are we to make assumptions like this? This is why we're here for science.
Not medical professionals. That's who you are. Yeah.
I clearly don't know what I'm doing. This is why I'm here. Okay, so let's do the blood sample and take a look at that and wait to carve him up. What should we do with the body in the meantime? I mean, I assume you probably just don't want him sitting here in the lab, yeah?
I'm gonna strap it to the table, just in case.
Always a good. Okay, yep, safe bet. I like that. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just leave him here with you then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Cool. Let me know when the blood work comes back, and we'll be back to help.
Right.
Yes, I will, apparently.
Yep.
I will also be there.
Oh, joy. Both of you. I look forward to it.
That's what we're here for.
Yep.
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 We'll just casually, awkwardly just back out of the room, slowly, still looking at the dock as we back out of the room.
He's getting the straps that you normally would use in like a truck bed when you're moving something, and just starts ratcheting to the table.
Good. That's a safe bet. I like that idea. That's probably for the best.
Ghost, while you are working on the systems, you're going to notice a minor power spike. It happens twice while you're working on the systems, and it's definitely not something that you're doing.
Okay, can I investigate I guess like what's the best way to say this? Can I investigate what the specific system it's in is, and then try to locate the cause of it?
Sure. So it's something to do with your generators.
Okay.
And it's like extra power is being pumped into them briefly so that they surge quickly beyond capacity, and then it goes back into normal levels.
Can I check and see if there's anything that's like being overloaded, like during that brief period, or like where the power was going?
Yeah.
Okay.
With that same check, it's all being piped directly into the generators. If it would surge heavier, you think that it could temporarily shut your power off for a period of time before everything would kick back on from the grid.
Can I find out where it's coming from?
You can try.
Okay.
Give me another electronics.
I got a hit. I got a 10.
It's definitely external. It's not something anybody's doing within the compound.
All right. Can I go look at the generators? Can I go like actually investigate those?
Yeah, you can go look at them.
All right. So head on down to the generator room, which I don't know where it is.
It would definitely be in the compound that you're in only has one basement level. That's where they would be set up.
Okay, I'm taking the dog with me.
Okay.
Autumn might be down there.
When you get down there, everything looks pretty normal, other than obviously the generators being older than most newer types that are on the market. Like this was built 10, 20 years ago.
Okay.
So they are older. You can look them over with your build repair if you want. So everything seems to be all right with the wiring. There's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just that they're old and they have been serviced. So you could maybe attribute it to that and it needing to be replaced, but it just seemed it seemed like it was something that was done on purpose because of the way that it spiked twice.
But this is where the spike originated from, was in here, right?
It's where it hit first.
Okay.
It comes from outside from the grid itself because you're hooked into the grid or what's left of it, thanks to thanks to Loki previously and the deal that he made. But whatever it was force pushed into the generators first, which caused the spike, and it's what would have caused them had it been continuous and a little and stronger, could have caused them to fail.
Can I check whatever breaker has, like, wherever the connection is coming in from the outside? Can I determine what that is and then check that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to roll something here?
Yeah, you'd be build repair again. Again, it could be some kind of lower tech cyber attack, not originating through the Matrix, but someone manipulating the grid specifically in your area.
Based on this location, what I'd like to do is set up a I don't know if you've ever seen those things when you're doing like electronic work, but you can put something on a set of wires and then go find it at the other end.
Yeah.
I'd like to set one of those up and then put the other end of the apparatus on my drone and just start checking all the wires coming out of the compound.
Okay.
And see which one it is.
So it'll take some time, but you're getting hits off of the major ground wires that are coming into the building.
Okay, so they're underground.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going outside then. I guess I'll send a text to Amaging, telling him to come downstairs.
Amaging, you're comfortably in bed. You're gonna sleep for a little bit, and then your phone goes off again.
Why is he texting me? I don't know. Throw on some pants and come downstairs.
Find Ghost waiting for you downstairs.
So there's a little bit of a problem, and I'm gonna need an actual set of usable hands. You're the first person I thought of.
Another problem? What now?
Well, we're getting abnormalities in the voltage coming from the exterior lines, and we should really look at it, because if it keeps happening, it might crash all the electricity here.
This is your first time at the Barrens, isn't it?
I don't think that's really relevant. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Your call.
I'm awake, might as well.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to open up that junction box right there. Just lift that concrete panel up.
That one there.
That one right there.
By yourself.
Can you help me with one of those metal arms?
No, they're not really load bearing.
I'm not load bearing.
I thought you had some kind of magic mumbo jumbo for that.
Yes, I do, but I've kind of been through a lot today.
I think you'll be all right.
If I pass out, bring me to the doc.
You guys have a doctor? Interesting, because I actually need to have some maintenance done anyway. Speaking of which, can I bring somebody here?
Who?
My medical professional. She does all my maintenance work. Listen, you have to understand this body requires a whole lot of attention, and unless you want to be carrying my Drek bags, then I really suggest you let me bring her on through.
As long as you trust her.
She's been with me for years.
That's fine then. I'm gonna cast levitate on the like. How big is this concrete slab?
It's not very big. They're only like that big. They weigh like 8 pounds, maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then if it's that the way you were talking, I thought it was like some huge freaking thing.
It's like 1 foot by like 6 inches.
Yeah. Then yeah. I'll take it off. I won't even use magic for that.
I like that you're getting ready to, and you're like, wait, this one? Oh, okay.
This little one here.
Yeah.
Look at the one on the floor that's like as big as I am. Yeah, I'll pop the panel off.
Okay.
All right, I'll use my little optical mechadendrite thing to look down in there. What am I seeing?
You're seeing a bunch of group of wiring. There's some even extra that you have no idea what they would be used for here that are running into the building here. You can see it goes down quite a ways away out of the compound.
Is there anything like out of the ordinary here?
Other than the incoming ground wires that you have that will be receiving the power from the grid aren't exactly city code.
Okay.
Like they're nicer than what you would normally see in the city. And they should be able to handle a lot more power than what you're actually getting. And
okay.
Could explain the spike in that the generators can't handle it, but somebody was purposely sending it for just a few seconds.
All right, but there's nothing like out of the ordinary other than the newer wires in the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like whatever this compound was that you're in was set up to house something a lot more powerful than what you're using it for.
Okay, so that's the only thing that's out of the ordinary is that the wires look more robust than they probably ought to be.
Mm-hmm.
Do they look newer? Or do they look like they're 20 years old?
No, they look much newer. Like probably within the past 5 years.
All right, so you see these wires right here. These are definitely far newer than they probably should be. There's something weird going on here.
I don't see the problem with new wires, but okay.
Well, you don't see the problem unless they've been put here by somebody else or someone's using them to potentially cause an attack of some sort.
Especially after everything we've been through, I could actually see that happening. What do you suggest we do about this?
Well, we're gonna have to try to backtrace it, find the source, figure out what's going on.
And how do we do that?
Well, I'm kind of working on that right now.
As I'm flying the drone through the barrens right now, looking for with that sensor on it, looking for like pings on the wire.
Gotcha.
Seeing where it's going. I think I have like a mile that I can take this thing. With the rigger control deck that I have.
Yeah. You'll make it that mile and it still goes out of that range. But yeah, it goes beyond the mile radius. It keeps going.
Okay, I'm gonna mark the GPS coordinates of where it stopped, recall the drone, and then I'll just tell Amaging.
Okay.
So it's over a mile out. I'm not quite sure where it is.
Which direction was it?
It's heading north.
It's going north somewhere. And we're going to have to pick it up in the van because I just don't have the range to get there.
Just add that to the List of many things. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna call my friend if that's okay.
It's fine. I need to go see the doc anyway. I kind of need him to take a look at me, and I'm awake.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so when we get done with this, I'm gonna text my nurse
Uh-huh.
and have her send her the coordinates, have her come here.
Okay.
Let her know that I need my maintenance. I brought her from Denver. I brought her and my mechanic from Denver.
Your regular maintenance.
Yeah.
She's been wondering when you were going to get back to her about your checkup since you're behind.
Yeah.
Before I go to the dock, I'm going to let the gate guards know to expect somebody for Ghost, and then going to the dock to get examined for my wounds.
Ghost, you get the message that she'll be there tomorrow to do the regular cycle of tests and checkups for you, make sure everything's still running the way it should. You should really get some rest.
All right. Well, since we have that going on, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back inside and just find a nice location, and I'm gonna plug in my SimSense rig and watch some of my greatest hits while I'm sitting here waiting.
Amazing. When you head up to the doctor's office, you walk in and he's in the middle of ratcheting something to a gurney.
Oh my god, what is that smell?
Oh. Wasn't expecting anybody else tonight.
Is that the thing that Kaze brought with him?
Yes.
Does it look like some of the ghouls I encountered in Blue Chip?
It doesn't look like one of those things that you saw that will haunt your nightmares forever. However, it does have fangs that are poking out from its upper jaw. Like you can see them past the lip.
That doesn't look like any ghoul I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I really don't know what it is. But Kaze wanted me to look at it. And so I am probably going to need to do some blood work. This is just a precaution. So it doesn't get up.
I don't blame you there. That's probably a smart move, Doc. Can I possibly get some medical attention real quick while I got you here?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, how familiar are you with the astral and fighting in there?
The what?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not feeling too hot right now. Could you give me a little once over? Can we do it out in the hallway? I'm gonna throw up.
He walks out of the hallway with you and once overs you. You don't have any wounds, stabs, burns, nothing. So, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Do you know the stresses of magic? The stress that magic can cause under the body and the mind?
Stress is your problem.
Kind of. Listen,
I got the thing for you. Hang on. He walks back into the room. He walks back out. This should help. He shoves a bottle of aspirin at you and a bottle of alcohol.
I'm not a medical professional. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't mix the two of these.
Hang on. And these. And then puts a pack of smokes on top of the aspirin. Helps with my stress all the time.
Thanks, Doc. I'm trying to quit. I'm going to hand the cigarettes back to him and the alcohol. Thanks. I'm going to go try to sleep now. If you need help with that thing, or if it gets up, call me.
Okay. Before or after I Drek my pants? If it gets up.
I assume it's going to be after, so we'll stick with after.
Okay.
Oh, hey, do you have any sleeping pills back there?
No. Go on to the next day. Bear and Spider, are you still staying at the Coffin Motel, or are you moving to another one? Or are you going to a chance going back to Asgard, as no one broke down your door in the middle of the night and dragged you out of the Coffin Motel?
I would actually like to make reservations at 3 different coffin motels.
Okay. You don't have to call for reservations for a coffin motel. You just show up, and if there's a vacancy, you just slot your cred stick, and that's it. That's why it's called a coffin motel. There's no concierge
There's no paper
or anything.
trail? Okay.
There's nothing. And there's digital. There can be a digital trail, but then they have to dive into it, and it could take some time.
I'm gonna go around and check into 3.
At the third one, you will happen to run into Brass, who is at that particular coffin motel.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, look who it is. If it ain't my favorite collective members. Are you having a romantic getaway? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so cute. I wouldn't. The walls here are paper thin. The things I've heard, the things I've seen. Anyway, what's going on? What brings you to this part of town?
We can talk about that in private. If you
are you gonna cry? Are you?
I'm very stressed.
Oh, all right. Let's do it.
Very stressed. Very stressed out. There we go. I'm under control now.
It's good to acknowledge your feelings. Say them out loud.
Yes.
It takes away a lot of the energy you build up inside. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Are you hungry?
Oh, always.
Let's get some tacos and catch up. It's been a day.
There we go. Bear making friends through the transaction of food. So as you're about to head out to grab tacos, everyone gets a message from Amaging that we all need to meet up. We have some things to talk about.
I'll send back. I specifically can't come home right now.
No reply.
It's marked urgent.
I send. When did I give you my number?
I'll send a private message back in the blue chip facility.
Just ... shy emoji.
Are you going to head back or to Asgard or no?
I want to do something first.
What is it that you wanted to do?
I want to change my look a little bit.
Okay, so like clothing wise, you want new threads?
Nope, I'm gonna bick my head and trim my beard.
Okay, well, you could do that at any one of the coffin motels that you have reservation at.
In case I'm caught on a camera somewhere, I don't look like the same dwarf that committed a technical act of terrorism.
Wow, I'm forward thinking here. Brass, are you going with Bear and Spider?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, as they get picked up in a large SUV and there's a big troll behind the wheel.
Hello there.
Just kind of grunts at you.
Mm.
Loads you all up and takes you back to Asgard. I assume everybody is going to meet up in the conference room as usual. Ghost, your nurse will be getting there just before the meeting, but she'll need time to set up. So you're good to participate in this if you want, and then she'll meet with your medical professional that you have to see if there's space for her.
Yeah, I guess I'll just show her in, and when I get up there, I'm gonna look in.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
Is it dead? Do you want me to kill it?
It hasn't moved all night, so I'm gonna say yes, it's dead.
Okay, let me know if you want me to kill it.
I will. You'll be the first one I call.
Joe, are you okay with this?
She's looking at the facility, kind of. You call this medical wing?
I don't call it anything. I haven't been here that long.
I mean, as long as they have supplies, it should be fine.
Okay, well, I guess go ahead and get yourself set up. Talk to the doctor. I guess he's got the thing going here.
He's trying to like dust himself off, make himself look important. He looks like he hasn't slept all night. And she's just, yeah. All right, I'll talk to this guy.
Oh,
what have you gotten me into this time?
Listen, be careful. They have a ghoul running around here.
What is this place?
I don't know. They say he's all right, but I don't trust it.
I'm trusting you, okay? So this is on you if stuff starts to happen.
That's fair. I'll tell you what. I'll task Rover to babysit.
Let's not get crazy, but I got you on speed dial just in case.
All right, sounds good. I'll be down in the conference room if you need me.
Yeah, whatever that is. Okay.
All right, then I'll head down.
Sure.
Is everybody already in there, or do we have time for? Okay.
I mean, I think you'd be getting in there at the same time that Bear and Spider and Brass would be showing up.
Damn, no more time for SimSense.
Oh, yeah, whenever I see Bear and Spider come in, I'm just gonna look at them. I thought I told you guys not to come back.
You called a meeting.
Do you want a Sam Hickory? Because this is how you get a Sam Hickory.
Whoa. You called the meeting.
Just sit down. I told you guys I'd speak you in.
Who's Sam Hickory?
Don't worry about
to
it.
be here?
We'll get to that.
I changed my appearance.
I like the beard. It's nice.
You still look like you. The tattoos.
I'll get those modified later.
Otto, he says he changed his appearance. His aura is still the same aura.
Yeah, pretend I didn't say that. It's fine.
All right, well, now you've got everybody here. You said it was important.
So it seems like
we could always reach out to Sam Hickory.
I still have his hair just in case, so.
I am probably going to
reasons.
need a lawyer.
Not Sam Hickory. Never Sam Hickory.
Who is Sam Hickory?
Guy.
My attorney.
He's
No,
a famous attorney. I saw him on the telly.
I know he's not famous. He's
a
horrible.
good friend
Don't
of ours.
ever call that man.
Brass, you actually will have heard the name because you've been staying in a coffin motel and he has ad space
Everywhere.
Coffin
I
motels.
assume he's like a barren celebrity.
You called the meeting, so
Yeah,
what do you have to share with everybody?
We've all been off on doing our own little thing here. I feel like it update, especially for Brass and Ghost. They haven't been here in a couple days. A little update of events that have happened. I'm gonna look in Bear and Spider's direction when I say that.
Oh,
Big
you
updates.
want us to go first?
No, I'm gonna go first. So I'm fairly certain we're dealing with a fairly powerful magic group with these ghouls from Blue Chip. They're operating out of a shack at that air base that Ghost found, and I met one of the mages. And
Ghoul mage?
yes, ghouls can still.
I'll look at Otto.
I drop kicked him. It was funny. What?
Why can't you do that then?
I don't know. Well, actually, I do, but it's not relevant. I feel like you skipped the part where I said I drop kicked him. I feel like that was important.
Yeah, Otto
Cool.
did come to my rescue, and I'm glad for that because he was
Got your buddy.
he was powerful, very powerful, and then there's more of them, so we need to be on the lookout for them. Kaze went down to the Orc Underground, which is the lead. How I found the lead for the little cabin out at that airfield. Kaze, you want to update everyone on your side of things?
Yeah, so it definitely seems like in Blue Chip they were taking orcs and stuffing them full of a bunch of additional extra organs in order to transport them to whatever the harvest facilities are that Blue Chip is trying to operate out of, is I'm assuming their main base for the whatever ghouls they're making. Also, they can be tracked as I found out because I was down there with Applejacks, and they sent in, if, anybody's been to see the dock today, the thing in there was a bunch of those, and they all came down and were attacking the Orc Underground. Applejacks is kidnapped. He just disappeared, so if anybody's tried to call him recently and it didn't answer, that's why. So I'm working on that, and we're working on figuring out what the thing upstairs is, and I think that we might need to move up the timeline of going into the main office building to try to see if we can find some more information about the company, any other warehouse facilities or things that they may own, that we could try to start investigating and figure out where Applejacks went, because that's my main prerogative at this point, feeling somewhat responsible for that whole scenario. So I want to get that taken care of. But yeah, so Spider and Otto, whenever we want to start making plans to move on, trying to break into that one, you guys let me know.
Kaze, little problem with that, and I will pull up like the news video on my phone and just like slide it across the table.
I mean, that's fine, but we're breaking into a building, so like if you put on a face mask and we go into the building in the middle of the night and the people aren't there, if we have somebody that was able to, I don't know, remotely work electronics that could maybe disable security systems for us so we could get in and investigate, I don't see why you being a currently wanted fugitive is going to really cause any additional problems into this plan in the first place, but...
I don't want to get arrested.
I mean, if we get caught, we're gonna get arrested regardless. So that was always the risk.
Killed, so
yeah, so that was kind of always the risk of this op to begin with, was if we get caught, we're either gonna get killed or arrested. That's why we need to not get caught. But if you are not wanting, that's cool. Just let me know, and me and Otto will make a plan and figure this out. So
No. I said I'd go, and I'll go. Just won't be happy about it.
Amaging. In the grand scheme of things, with everything that you're involved with, and that whole thing, that whatever monster Kaze brought back, I haven't seen it yet. I just got back. It's been a day. My several felonies seem to be sort of minor in comparison. Thank you very much.
What'd you do?
And it was all in self-defense.
I didn't want to lead it back to home where we live.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
why I buzzed my hair.
You're still a part of this team, but we can't bring down Asgard along with us.
Speaking of, as an additional side note, we are also possibly at war again with the Halloweeners. So, just putting that out there as well. That one slipped my mind. So
that's news to all of us.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We are just we have all had a day. We should all just take a long vacation.
I'm good. My day's going pretty okay, actually.
I don't know what vacations are.
Working out.
So
I experienced some mild indigestion at the intercontinental breakfast at my...
You know what, Brass? That's fair. Why don't you go ahead and take off, buddy? You get some Tums in you. You sound like you're having a rough one. So
no, I thought we were just sharing.
Oh, that's fine.
Concerns we're having.
You got to be careful with the intercontinental breakfast.
I have some questions.
What's up, bestie?
What?
What's up? I was continue. Sorry, I was just...
Brass takes like a very visible step back.
Done.
Did you just call me Rusty?
No. Sorry, you misheard. But bestie, like best friends.
Uh-huh.
Not Rusty.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see what your drones look like, but I'm assuming they're not rusty. You seem like someone that would have not rusty drones. You probably like clean them yourselves.
Anyway, What is it with you guys and ghouls?
It's just a job we were given. This Otto wasn't a part of this. This is something that happened beforehand. He can be trusted.
Okay,
I trust him with my life.
It just seems like you guys are doing a lot of ghoul stuff.
Maybe they're monster hunters.
I could be like a Blade character. That'd be cool.
Not by choice.
Yeah.
This is just kind of what we're dealing with now.
Otto also fragged up and got bit before this whole blue chip
I
thing.
did not get bit. I got cut with the sword that just so happened to have the blood of a ghoul on it, or something like that. I don't remember.
6-1. 6-1.
I don't understand.
So the real quick catch up here is we got hired to check out Blue Chip. Turns out Blue Chip is a front for a company that is seemingly weaponizing ghouls, and by doing so, they're raiding the Orc Underground to harvest organs in order to feed the ghoul army that they are trying to raise for whatever nefarious purposes we haven't really been able to tell yet. But also, seems like the leader of the Blue Chip, or the leader of Blue Chip, who we've met with a couple of times, is also interested in the Necronomicon, and that's not good. So we don't really know what's going on.
That's the second guy. There's another guy looking for that book.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular one. So, constantly checked out at the library. So that's pretty much what we're dealing with here in regards to the ghoul scenario. Not exactly by choice, kind of by happenstance. But we're in the shit now, so we're dealing with it as best as we always do. Also gang war. That's
Right.
on the back burner, but
back burner.
also
We'll get
gang
to
war.
that.
Yeah.
It's just the Halloweeners. What are they gonna do?
So hang on, let me just get this straight. You have ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
You have ghoul mages.
Allegedly.
You have gang Halloweener problems.
Always.
Yeah, actually.
You have some kind of potential
Electronic attack against this facility.
Oh, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, sure,
You
why
do.
not? Add that onto the list of things.
Sounds about right.
You have two people committing terrorist acts in public in downtown.
Pretty normal for us.
The fact that
It was self-defense.
the fact that it's only two people is actually a big come up for us. Usually it's about 4 to 5, so
or all of us.
yeah. So the fact that it's only 2 is actually a really good improvement for our team.
You also have
Some kind of loose association with the Orc Underground.
That was just established.
Yeah.
That's not like a bad thing, is it? Right? Like is that bad?
No, it's not a bad thing.
No, I mean, I feel like
my best friend is part of it, and I trust him with my life. So
Yeah.
if he's cool with it, I see no reason why the rest of us shouldn't be cool with it too.
no, it's chill.
They're connected in this somehow, so we could just chalk that under the ghoul problem.
I mean, the good news is it seems like if we can figure out where to go, there's a pretty good chance that we could probably rally the Orc Underground to help us. Like, I don't know, if we find warehouse locations that we could raid into, they might be down to help us try to make sure that this goes away, because this is affecting them more than it's affecting us at this point.
I've kind of seen. I said we hold off on that. They're a little explosive heavy.
They're efficient.
We're dealing with weaponized ghouls, Amaging. I feel like explosive heavy might have to be the way to handle this situation.
Also, Kaze, you and I totally called it. They're weaponizing ghouls. You've confirmed it. We suspected for weeks. Has White Knight gotten back to you? I haven't heard from him.
Doesn't feel good to be right in this scenario, gotta be honest. No,
It
haven't heard
always
from
feels good to be right.
haven't heard from White Knight in a while, to be honest. Guy gives me weird vibes, so that's why I was usually just going through Applejack still. Unfortunately, current situation being what it is, might have to get back into contact with White Knight.
So I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any more of the Drek that you guys are into.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that I need to know?
At least there's no dragons.
Yet.
That we know of, yeah.
That'd be cool. A ghoul dragon or something? I don't think those exist, but that'd be hype. A gwagon? Anyways.
Brass, you've been surprisingly quiet this whole time. You have any deep, dark secrets you want to share with the rest of the class, or?
Do you fight vampires?
Sorta.
Technically, vampires are ghouls. So, I got a book you probably should catch up on, everyone.
There's that one dude from Canary or whatever his name is. He was kind of vampire-y, right?
Canary.
Yeah, the dude that like kidnapped all the kids and that cut me.
Well, he was.
Yeah. Well, he was
definitely a ghoul. That was one of Zero's people, though.
Well, I'm not saying we're doing it right now, but we have
in the past. Yeah, do we have a history of it? Potentially. I mean, ghoul adjacency for sure. Whether or not he was an actual vampire, who's to say?
I do have one more thing to share, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The reasoning for what's on the news. A former associate who tried to kill Spider and basically forcibly took over my operations in the UK is here in town. He called in a hit on us. We were at a normal business meeting. We happened to bump into him. He called in the hit. The car that was chasing us, that was opening fire on us, that was a hit. So we defended ourselves. That's why we're on the news.
You're going to mention what that business meeting was about at all? Because you already said that it's the second person that's asked about the book.
Yeah, we know. We know. What is it? Moriarty. He wants the book. Who is the other?
Mr. Esposito. He reached out to Spider and I via letter, which is weird. But I'm glad it wasn't an email because I wouldn't have gotten it for like 6 months.
Does that name sound familiar at all?
Esposito?
Never heard of it. No, it doesn't sound familiar to you. And I don't know if you will describe him for you or not. Or mention the extra fun bit that happened at dinner.
Yeah, he was an elf. Kind of like a gangster kind of guy. Like we thought it was a legitimate business meeting. He sent us a letter. He said he wanted to trade in some rare goods. That's kind of what I do. That's how I make money. I thought, hey, I'll reinvest in Asgard. It's all on the up and up. And then he threatened us and threw a guy out a window.
He didn't throw him out the window.
Oh, excuse me. He did that thing that Loki used to do where he could command people to do things. He told the guy to jump out the window.
He whispered in the guy's ear and he jumped out the window. That description sounds familiar.
What did this person look like? Was it
elf?
Was it mafia?
It might have been a mafioso, but we didn't know that at the time. He just said his name was Mr. Esposito. I don't know any mafia guys.
Did he look like? I need an exact description.
I don't know, man. Like
Spider,
an elf.
You saw him. What did he look like?
I can describe him, but I will repeat that he was creepy several times over, and that the waiters were like shadow wraith waiters, or like you never knew they were there. But I will describe what he looked like with the suit and the
slick back hair and the goatee and the elf. Sounds really familiar to both you and Ghost.
Where did you have this meeting?
At his restaurant that he apparently owns.
What was the name of the restaurant?
Oh no, I was focused on all the weird people and the book. So I did not actually write down the name of the restaurant, but I can take you there. It was near the scene of the news story.
Going back to the scene of the crime sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Can I roll intelligence?
Sure can. The big V.
Yeah.
V for vampire.
Yeah. No vampires. No vampires at this one.
If you do want to describe the rest of the crew that was with him,
that I have notes
sitting
on.
there. That also sounds very familiar to both of you.
And he wants the Libris Ex Mortis within 2 months, or he's going to whisper in my ear and I'm going to jump out a window.
Yeah,
Presumably.
No doubt that he would.
Just to recap, super ghouls, you guys got terrorism, somebody powerful hunting you, some kind of necronomicon. What else am I forgetting here?
Power fluctuations.
Power fluctuations, Halloweeners, and wasn't there another thing?
Ninja waiters.
Oh yeah, okay, the ninja waiters, of course. That's an awful lot you guys have going on here.
Yes, Otto.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to add. I'm going to pretend like one of the characters said that because this is still in character. I just wanted to add a positive to this list. I can currently bench 200 pounds, which isn't super impressive, but I've been getting better.
This guy.
So, we have
Those
some
are some
improvements.
definition. It's kind of hard to tell with the pale flesh and all
working
that,
on
but
that,
I could
yeah.
see the tension.
Thank you.
Very nice.
We tend to work best under pressure. I hate to say it, but we do.
I don't think we've ever worked under not pressure, to be fair.
In my defense, this Dorian guy, Amaging, we talked about him. He's now some kind of associate of Esposito. Dorian was the one who called in the hit. So that whole thing was self-defense.
I'm still disappointed in you.
And that's the hill he's going to die on, self-defense.
I have a proposal, though. Technically, I am a wealthy Seattle socialite, according to my sin. I could just go talk to the cops and explain the situation with the lawyer.
Don't go anywhere near Lone Star.
That sounds like an awful idea.
Okay, group
very
consensus, that's fine.
advise, against doing that.
What do we think about faking my death?
That later. We have more important things to worry about right now. Bear, me and you and Spider, we need to have a talk after this too. One, I think our most important matter right now is finding Applejacks. He's been our decker for a while now, and I don't want to leave him to whatever fate Blue Chip will bring to him.
Do we know why they're using orcs, by the way? Did anyone?
There's no police force in the. Well, wait. What did I know about the Orc Underground?
It's treated as a homeless encampment.
And
it's mostly full of runaways and people without sins.
They're probably farming them for easy lung storage.
This point is going to be that we have to get into that office building because we have to find where the other spots are going to be. We know about the one with the airfield, and that seems like probably the major hub area that it seems like they're transporting things in and out of. But that means that there has to be other locations where they are probably going to be taking the people to let's say, prepare them for transport. And if we can find those locations and go to take them out, that is probably going to be a location where we will have the best chance of finding Applejacks.
Amazing.
Real quick, at a game, Applejacks, I don't know if you remember, Applejacks did give you coordinates at the end of our session. I don't know if you remember that. He sent you a message with coordinates.
I thought that that was after we were leaving, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in my brain, I thought that the coordinates was where he sent me, the thing he sent me of where to meet him to go to the Orc Underground. I forgot that he sent me the ones at the end of the... Okay, well, we can also check these. and
all of a sudden, there's a light bulb.
Right now,
I was like, hang on a second.
Write down coordinates and go, maybe we'll check this as well. Who knows? Maybe there's something here.
Question. Have any of you contacted your Johnson to let him know about what you found?
Yes, I'm waiting on a call back.
Okay, then.
I say our first priority is going to be getting Applejacks. We could use him for our assault on the blue chip headquarters. It's always good to have a decker on the inside. And I also don't want to leave him to be a meat locker.
We could call Leap Boy to help find Applejacks too.
We have these coordinates here. We can always have him look up what the coordinates are.
Why don't you just look it up yourself? You've never used Google Maps before?
Yeah, it takes too long.
I just found out I had an email 4 days ago.
I don't know what the matrix is.
Oh my god.
Goodness gracious. I will type it into my phone because I do that all the time. What comes up when I matrix search the coordinates? What comes up?
A street address.
Okay, where is it located? Like where? City-wise?
All right. It does ping at Seattle downtown, and it's close to between the border of downtown Seattle and Snohomish.
Okay. I will relay that information to the rest of the group. Has anybody ever been there before? Doesn't seem familiar to me.
This was the emergency text that he received really quickly after he had disappeared. It does give you what's on the street.
Yeah, what's the Scroogle street view look like?
I mean, there's a few buildings. It's a commercial area. And the building that has the little icon above it to denote that's the location has a nice little sign on the side of it.
What's it say?
It
Don't
says
say it.
blue chip.
Ooh!
Well, guys, I think that effectively answers our question.
Guys, I think he got kidnapped by Blue Chip. I don't know. It all
I
ties
don't
together.
know. I don't think he's gonna be there. We should probably look around for something else suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. This feels like a dead end.
So, that's my vote. Is we get Applejacks out of there.
Well,
Done.
we check there and make
Yeah.
sure that he's there and probably raise the building regardless. But like, yeah, that would be the best course. I mean, should we go talk to meet up back with the Orc Underground and maybe try to get them on board?
You know anyone else besides Applejacks down there?
Not personally, no, but I think if we explain the situation, calm, cool, collected, like we usually do, it tends to work out all right for us for the most part, most of the time.
It's probably better if they stay hidden because we're probably going to make the news again if we blow up a building.
I mean, they were the ones who blew up the last blue chip facility to begin with. So it's not like they...
Blue Chip just released the ghouls. They released the hounds.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of the whole thing. Is we know that they're not exactly adverse to this type of thing because we've literally been in the middle of it before. So if we go and point them in the right direction, we could at least have the cover of them attacking, and then we go in and specifically try to do what we can do, look for Applejacks, and also see if we can maybe find some more information while we're there. Always fun to look for documents. You never know what people leave just lying around on desks these days.
Hey, I feel like I gotta kind of jump in here a little bit and maybe not the best, but I mean, not all the ghouls in Blue Corp are or Blue Chip are evil, right? We can't just kind of go slaughtering all of them, right?
I kind of agree with Otto on this. I mean, we don't want to go in there just indiscriminately killing everybody.
Yeah, I get it. Ghouls suck. Can't confirm. But we can't just they're still innocent people. They just have to eat.
Otto, you're the only ghoul that hasn't tried to eat me.
Me? I haven't tried to eat you.
While
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like, how many ghouls have you interacted with that are sentient, to be fair?
While they're having this conversation, I want to look up on the Matrix, like, what is this blue chips facility? Is it an outreach program or is it like a corporate building?
This is another outreach building.
Of course it is.
Yeah. You'll be happy to know also that two blocks down away from that building is a medical facility.
What's that medical facility named?
With a name that you might recognize that's linked to the large office building that's downtown.
Amanda Medical? Something like that?
Yep.
We should ignore the blue chip facility, or at least only send in a small team. Applejacks might already be at the Manda Medical Facility getting extra kidneys.
Kaze, can you happen to get into Applejack's apartment by chance?
I could try.
If we can find a sample of his hair, blood, something, we can track him to see where he's actually at.
I get you. I'm legitimately trying to think if for any reason I would have something that has.
I know you have a thing that can get you into doors.
Oh, I have a thing that could get me into doors, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to think if I also just for any reason would have something that would be related to Applejacks that we could use to trace, but I don't...
mean, I could see it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's, again, that's why I'm like legit, like, did I...
Do you have a best friend's necklace with a tuft of his hair in it, you know?
Yeah, it's got like a fingernail or something in there, just, no, I don't think I don't think I have anything on me yet, but yes, I will go check and see what I could do to go check inside Applejack's apartment to find something for us.
It's always an option.
Oh, kind of building off of that, maybe like we should all maybe have a secret stash of all of a little bit of our DNA just in case any of us get kidnapped.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's a really bad idea because, if another mage happens to steal that box...
but I mean, there are areas that are hit. I mean, we live in a pretty big facility.
I have a safe place. If you feel comfortable, I'm not going to make any of you do that, but if you feel comfortable enough, I have a place for it.
I will pluck out a beard hair right now and hand it to Amaging.
I'm going to need a little more than that. How do you feel about a blood sample?
Weird, but okay.
I'm gonna get back to you on this one, Amaging. I'll get back to you about that one.
Understandable.
That's gonna be a no from me, dog.
Brass?
Oh, we gotta decide right now.
The Blood Brothers? You in or you out?
What is?
It's for it. Think of it as an insurance policy. If you were to be kidnapped or disappear, we would have a way of finding you.
Mate, I don't even have normal insurance. All right, you're asking for a lot for me right now.
Think about it this way: this is even cheaper because all we need is a vial of blood. No new yen down, no monthly payment.
There's gonna be some vampire who's gonna break in here, taste my delicious orc blood, and he's gonna come for me and suck all the blood out of my body. Are you crazy?
Honestly, given everything you guys are into, I wouldn't be surprised if that exact scenario unfolded.
We saw one of our mates get sucked dry by one of these things.
Wait,
what?
You saw that happen?
Well, technically his head was just removed from the top of his body and he became a blood fountain, but whatever.
Wow. Okay, so we're in some stuff. So Applejacks first.
You're in some stuff.
Well, technically you're now guilty by association.
Yeah, keep thinking that, buddy. We'll see how that one pans out.
So, plan for Operation Rescue Applejacks.
We got to find where he is first. We need to know whether he's in Manda Medical or the Blue Chip building.
Well, while you're contemplating that, Bear, your phone will ring.
Is it White Knight?
Yes, it is.
While they're all arguing about whether or not we've been successful, I'll just quietly excuse myself out into the hallway. This is Bear.
I just need some further information about everything that you've dropped off. Do you have anything else that you can add to this, or some concrete
Yes.
proof other than just pictures?
We have one of them. We have a body.
Okay, that'll work. I will set up a spot that you can drop it off to, and then I'll call Mr. H or try to get in touch with him about your extra bonus, because clearly this is going to be messy.
Yes. Also, there may be a slight complicating factor. I would like the rest of my team to be paid the bonus. Not myself or Spider.
Hey,
instead, I'd like a favor.
You can split up the money however you want.
I need help.
With what?
Mr. H seems very powerful, and it may become necessary in the course of this mission to make some problems go away.
Well, that's between you and Mr. H. I just facilitate the go-between.
Okay. If you could pass that along as well, I'd be very grateful, because I might need someone more influential than myself to make these problems go away.
Okay. Well, whatever they are, that's really your business, and you can take it up with Mr. H if I can get the two of you in a room together. Chances are I can't. But you know what? I'll try.
I appreciate that. I'm putting out feelers, because it has been a stressful couple of days. We have a corpse with, I don't even know. I can smell it from here. It's awful.
That's disturbing. Anyway, I will shoot you a message with the place to drop it off once I get it all set up. Just take it there and drop it off, and we'll take it from there. And I will try and get in touch with Mr. H about the extra money that you are going to be owed for this particular endeavor.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, that's really all I needed to clear up on my end. So thanks, and just watch for the message.
Will do. I'll head back into the room and kind of hold my hands up to get everyone's attention. Hey, I've got good news. We're getting a bonus. Woo! That was White Knight. We're getting a bonus. And we're gonna need that body you brought back, Kaze, because he wants to take it to Mr. H. I assume as long as it's mostly intact, it's probably fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take that up with Doc, because we're kind of in the middle of figuring out what these things are, so we know how to fight them better.
I will take off running to the medical wing.
Everybody else is still having the conversation back and forth here. As you're having that conversation, there's going to be an alarm that goes off at Asgard. There's like a siren that's going off. That's an alarm bell of some kind. You didn't even know you had an alarm. It's going off. You have somebody running inside. There was an attack at the gates. We're not entirely sure. We think gangers. They rolled cars at the gates that exploded into giant fireballs. Got minor burns. I think we're okay. It was just what was attached to the cars that's probably a problem.
What was attached to the cars?
Just have to come see. And as you file outside, or if you run outside to take a look, they've managed to put out the flames. They're still a little lit up, but most of the fire has been put out, and strapped to the hood and top of the vehicle, each car has a member of the Valkyries that has been burnt beyond recognition.
Well, then how do we know it's a member of the Valkyries?
Because they have their pristine jackets
sorry.
on.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The jackets aren't burnt, which is the weird part. Looks like they were also coated in some kind of fire retardant gel.
So Halloweeners, am I right? We should just go kill them, like wipe them out, call it good.
You thought you did last time, and cropped up again. But that is where we will wrap up for the evening.
Good evening. I'm Chet Beardley, and this is Seattle Span. Boring market news that no one cares about because they're jacked into a SimSense rig. Tonight's breaking story involves everyone's favorite pit of burritos, tacos, nachos, and regret. Taco Temple. Executives for Taco Temple are reporting a 16% increase in profits, as apparently their Seattle locations are the hot spot in the city to host illicit business meetings. Well, whoever you thrifty businessmen are, just remember to claim it on your taxes, folks. That's how they got Capone. Gotta pay Uncle UCAS. To mark these spicy. Really, Marty? Spicy? Spicy. Sales numbers and honor their loyal customers, the Taco Temple Board of Directors. Really? Marty, I have to read all these names? Fine, Marty. The Board of Directors, Crimson Gecko, Bear Dub, The Rogue 404, The Best Mage, Nicholas, Anthony, Tim, John, Kyle, Computer Sam, Martin, Nathan, Michael, Niles, Flatty One Gaming, and Manic are inviting you, loyal consumers of Taco Temple, to chip in just 5 new yen a month to join them in accessing exclusive content, joining the Discord community, and helping them keep the lights on and the fryers running. I guess importing chili peppers ain't cheap, folks. Head on over to patreon.com/critical_hits and sign up today.
The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. is granted permission to Critical Hits to use such names, logos, artwork, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Critical Hits in any official capacity whatsoever.